Well, it's been kind of a busy day. Had to go to the store, so went to Walmart, and we try to get chicken because we're carnivores, so we try to get the chicken, the fried chicken or the chicken strips. But for some reason, they've shut down the box where they store all that food that they cook. I don't know. Maybe it's broke. I don't know. So we ended up going to a grocery store just down the road from there that sells the chicken, not chicken strips, and they were just pulling it out of the fryer. So we waited there until they got it. So I asked the lady, "Can you just box them up?" She did. So this tire, I put a tube in yesterday. Well, all four of them actually. Actually, I think I did that Friday. I did that Friday. So yeah, put all the tubes in Friday. So this is Sunday, and I went out to move this over here, and that tire was flat. Now I checked it. I know I checked it yesterday, and it was still inflated. So the tube had a hole in it. So I replaced it with a brand new tube. And the rim itself, I felt in. I always feel inside to make sure there's nothing sharp. And maybe I didn't see it the first time, but there was a sharp point, like weld splatter, on the rim. So I filed that down. So I'm kind of hoping this holds. It's holding so far. This is the new, I put another tube in it, so that's two tubes for this one now. And of course that one I won't be able to charge for, but they're only $7, so I mean they're not really expensive. So I'm not losing a lot of money. But last Monday I worked on this, and they had the I got a PTO for it, but it was the wrong PTO. So I ordered another one. It's supposed to be here tomorrow. I hope it's the right one. And then we'll, the Beast is holding that thing up. I just love the Beast. Picks it up. Of course, I put jack stands under it just to be safe. It won't take long to replace that PTO. I mean, it's a 10-minute job. And then I'll replace the belt. Then I'll wash it and call him. As long as these tires hold up. This tire. I always wonder, how many times does that happen to me? And I don't know. There's just no way to know. You put a tube in, it lasts for 2 days. You call the customer, they come pick it up, and then, next week it's flat. It's got to be aggravating. I tried to air it up. I put slime in it, and it just wouldn't hold. So, well, here it is. Now, but the thing is it holds 40 pounds of pressure, so that could have been part of the problem with the slime. The slime's holding it now, but there's, no air in it, basically. The slime is what costs money. If that would have worked, it's $11 for a bottle. I put a half a bottle in there, so basically $6. So, I've lost a little money on that tire. Not much going on today. I cut grass. There's the John Deere down there. After 6 years of having that thing, I backed into a tree and I dented it. I'm so disappointed. I've never hit anything. And today I just rolled into a tree. And I didn't even slam into it. I just kind of pressed up against it. I wasn't going very fast. It didn't even jar me. I heard a little, squishy noise. And I thought, well, what happened there? And I turned around and I hit a tree. Of course, I'm blind in my right eye, so it makes backing up pretty difficult. I do better in the car because I got the mirrors, and so I can verify where I'm at. I also got the backup camera, but I don't trust that backup camera. I've used it once and I backed into something. If you use that exclusively, you're going to get hit something. But on the lawnmower, you just kind of look back and you don't see anything, and there you go, you just kind of back up. I need to be more careful. You know, when I back up to lift things up with the beast, I try to be more careful. See, I dented it there. I tried to pull it out, but I'm not having any luck. Oh well, I guess it's just going to be used a little. Well, what else is going on? So I told you about this guy over the winter. I've worked on his lawnmower several times, worked on his dad's lawnmower, worked on his uncle's lawnmower, and I mean, it's just regular stuff. Over the winter, his wife said, hey, can you look at the lawnmower? He welded on it or something, and now it won't work. Well, I didn't even understand what that meant. Why is it not working because you welded on it? So they brought it over, and then I realized, oh, they used it as a welder. So what they did was they started it up, hooked a battery cable to the positive, got a welding stick, put it on the positive. You don't even have to use the negative because the body itself was grounded, and they welded some washers up here somewhere on their mower. It's a zero turn. Well, it cooked the wire going into the breaker. Some mowers have fuses. This one had a breaker, and it cooked the wire. A fuse would have shorted out faster. Breakers take a little bit of time, and it burned the wires because there was so much juice going through it. Well, it ruined the battery, and I fixed that wire. Well, I didn't charge him. I charged him for the battery, but I didn't charge him for anything else because I didn't want to warranty it. I was really concerned about all the damage that could be done. Voltage regulator, the stator, the ignition coils, which were brand new because I put them in earlier that year. This was over the winter. So the other thing happened is the choke lever. It welded the choke cable, heated it up, and then melted the plastic lever. So the choke wasn't working anymore. That was brand new too, because I replaced that over the summer. Well, they messaged just a little while ago and said, hey, that mower runs, and when you speed up with the blades on, it dies. And I thought, you know, I didn't charge you the last time, and I don't think I'm gonna work on it. I mean, you know, that's sad because they were good customers, but there's a lot that can be wrong with that. And if I start digging into it, then I have to warranty everything. I mean, think about it. They melted the choke cable, completely unrelated, it's not electrical. They could have pitted the bearings in the spindles on their deck. It could have pitted up the transmissions, both of them. I mean, there's a lot of things that could be damaged from welding. Because what you're doing, see, since they used the ground, they didn't have a separate ground. They used the mower's ground. You had this circuit. The machine itself became the circuit. Usually when you weld, you'll have your welder, and you'll put your ground wire right next to the weld. Let's say I want to weld this. So you put your ground clamp right here, and you weld here. So you got that much circuit. That's all you got right there. But if the ground's back here on the battery, you know, running right down to the frame, and you're welding up here, you just turn this whole thing into a circuit. The whole thing. So electric could have went anywhere. Backfeeding, you know, trying to get a spark, you know, an arc. Oh, that would have been terrible. So I'm sure they're upset. I replied back, I said, you know, I didn't warranty that. I didn't charge you, and I don't think it's a good idea that I work on it. oh no, it ran fine, and now, you know, it's so I went back and I told him all the things that could possibly be wrong and why it's doing what it's doing right now. I mean, it could be quite expensive. So maybe they'll see that I'm not just chickening out, which I am. It's also going to be a massive repair, repairing every possible problem. Because that's what I would have to do to warranty it. I'd have to change the carburetor solenoid. I'd have to change the ignition solenoid, the ignition coils. What else could there be? Oh, the stator and the voltage regulator. All that really needs to be replaced. Because here's the thing. Let's say I find the problem that is, you know, that's causing it to shut down right this minute. They said it ran fine, and now it doesn't. So let's say it's the ignition coils. I change out the ignition coils, and then a week later they come back and say, well, it's doing it again. Well, this time it's the stator. They can give the same symptoms. If you pull that PTO, you're pulling electric. If the stator can't keep up with the draw of the PTO, then it starts drawing from the battery. As soon as the battery gets down to 10 volts, it shuts off the carburetor solenoid. So now you're not getting any fuel. So it dies. Just could be a lot wrong with it. So I know, you know, here's the thing is, you know, I really like to have work because everything is really slow. You know, I got busy for one day and then nothing. So I'd like to have work, but I can't take this work where everything's just, I don't want to say junk, but basically junk. It's just too much risk. So, but this one will be simple. I hate that it takes so, you know, it didn't take longer than the 10 days. I always promised 10 days. The problem is he called, wanted to know how much it was going to cost. He brought it like on a Friday, and Monday he called, and I said, I told him what, you know, I thought was wrong with it. I ordered the parts, and he said, when do you think it'll be done? And I said, well, if everything goes well, it'll be done today or tomorrow. So that was Monday or Tuesday. Well, it didn't go well. So I had to message him back and tell him that, you know, it's going to take a week, another week. But according to the 10 days, I was fine. But according to that phone call, so I actually told him, I said, look, if you want to take someplace else, I understand. I'm going to check this tire to make sure it's holding pressure. Yep, it was just under 38 a few hours ago, 38 psi. Now it's just under 37. Now with tubes like this, it had slime in there. As the air in between the tire and the tube evacuates out of the tire, because it will seep out, the pressure will decrease a little bit. So, but I mean, it's been a couple hours, so if it's leaking, it's a really slow leak. So if it's that slow, then I would be able to use slime to fix it. Although, here's the thing that was so strange about yesterday, or you know, that other tube, was there was no leaking. And then this morning, I saw it was leaked, you know, it was flat. So I tried to put air in it, and it wouldn't even hold air for a second. So that's why we're going to have to really keep an eye on this overnight. Well, anything else going on? I don't think there's a lot of going on. So I'm going to jump off of here. So if you'll click this up next box to take the video over to my other channel. Brand new video day. I really appreciate it. Go check it out. So I hope I can inspire you to be cautious so you can live your dreams. Thanks for watching.